This week we meet the verb to swim, and we also meet a famous swimmer called Captain Webb. The verb to swim is one of a very small group of English verbs where there are 3 different vowel sounds in 3 different tenses, like this: I swim, I swam, I have swum. The other common verb, which is like this, is to sing. I sing, I sang, I have sung. A few weeks ago, I watched a television program. A woman who was on the program said that when she was younger, she had swum the Channel. What does that mean? The Channel is the sea which lies between England and France. Its proper name is the English Channel, but normally in English we talk about the Channel. We talk about crossing the Channel, which means that we are going to visit France or Belgium or another country on the mainland of Europe. The Channel is about 22 miles or 36 kilometres wide at its narrowest point between Dover in England and Calais in France. There are regular ferries across the Channel, and a huge number of ships pass through the Channel on their way to ports in Germany, the Netherlands, and Scandinavia. And some people swim across the Channel. Speaking personally, I do not enjoy swimming very much, and I think that people who swim the Channel must be either very brave or very foolish. The English Channel is cold. It is also not very clean, and there are lots of ships which might hit someone swimming. But the distance across the Channel is about as far as it is possible for someone to swim in the sea. So it is a bit like Mount Everest. It is the big challenge, the final goal, for people who are keen on long-distance swimming. The first person to swim across the Channel was Captain Matthew Webb. He was 29 years old when he swam from England to France in August 1875. The crossing took him rather under 22 hours. His swim across the Channel made Captain Webb famous. There is a picture of him on the website and, I hope, on your iPod screens. The Victorians liked their heroes to be tall, upright and handsome, and to wear a moustache. And you will see that Captain Webb is indeed tall, upright and handsome, and that he has a moustache. I think, incidentally, that the photographer who took the photo was working in a studio, and that the waves and the sea behind Captain Webb are painted and not real. 50 years after Captain Webb's great swim, only about 10 other people had managed to swim the Channel. It is interesting that nearly always they swam from England to France, and not the other way. Why? I have no idea. Since the 1920s, many more people, about 1,000 altogether, have made the great swim, including some who have swum from England to France and then back again. Modern swimmers can swim much faster than Captain Webb. The fastest swim, by Peter Stoichev in August last year, took under 7 hours, only a third of Captain Webb's time. A woman called Alison Streeter has swum the Channel a record 43 times. In fact, in 1992 alone, she swam the Channel 7 times. And what happened to Captain Webb? Did he live to an old age, so that he could tell his grandchildren all about his great swim to France? I am afraid not. He became a professional swimmer and wrote a book about, can you guess, how to swim. A brand of matches was named after him. There is a picture of a box of Captain Webb matches on the website. He did stunts like floating in a tank of water for 128 hours. And in 1883, 8 years after his Channel swim, he decided to swim across the Niagara River between Canada and the United States, just below the Niagara Falls, where the water is dangerous and fast-flowing. Within a few minutes he had disappeared. His body was found 4 days later. It was a sad end for a very remarkable man. It is a long time since we had any music on this podcast. So here is a song by Amy Cohn called 1977 Swimming Lessons. She is, I think, remembering swimming lessons in a swimming pool when she was a child. I hope you enjoy it. Goodbye.